Alright, so what's up guys? So we are out here on another run doing this craziness for all of y'all to simply sit back, watch, and enjoy. And we will go easily into today's topic for the video, and that is about a certain number of fitness tips, namely those that your coach won't tell you about, right? Almost like a secret, right? They don't want you to know these certain ideas. And it's okay. I gotta yell because there's a train and we want you to hear us. And I'm sure you can hear us now, but we will go into the video. What's up? And it is 3 fitness tips that your coach or trainer won't tell you about. And without further ado, we will go into tip number 1, and that is the importance of diet. Far too often, as we were trying to adjust our headphones, giving you an excuse, right? Because we don't care, right? We can't put excuses, right? Excuses are bad, but who cares? So let's see. Yeah, as we were talking about, when you have these trainers, these coaches, oftentimes you can only encounter them in the gym, right? And while that may be good, while they may tell you some awesome, workout advice, right, on your form, right, what exactly to do in the gym and how to do it. And while that's good, that's fine, that's dandy for when you're in the gym, the fitness work doesn't stop. When you leave, it continues. When you're going home and making that decision as far as what to put in your body, right? What are you gonna eat and what are you gonna drink? Very important, because if you don't take that into consideration, you don't think about that, far too often so many people do that, and it's almost like you're wasting your workout, right? You're like working out 10 sets of bench press or whatever, and you're throwing out 5 of those sets based upon your poor diet. And if you have an awesome diet, a good diet, you can argue that'd be like you did 12 sets or 15, because not only will you get more done with your workout, you'll have more energy, you'll feel a lot better when you're working out, right? When you have your diet figured out. So as far as that's concerned, right, you gotta take that into consideration and understand that oftentimes these coaches, these trainers, they're designed to keep you in the gym working, because if you don't take care of your diet, you're gonna have to work more in the gym to get the same result. And the more time you spend with them, the more money, moolah, right? The more dependent you are on them. And you want to be more self-sufficient. You want to be able to, help yourself when you're working out, not hurt yourself. So, as far as when you go do these workouts with these coaches and so forth, focus on your diet, right? Go home and cook a nice meal for yourself, right? Don't go to get, some fast food and go out and get wasted, right? Because that may not be the best activity for you as far as your fitness gains, right? You might as well have stayed home instead of gone to the gym. And so some of those cases, right? So really take that into consideration, right? Understand your diet, right? And go see a nutritionist if you have to, right? So many professional athletes and people who have to be at the top of their game physically, they have nutritionists, right, and dietitians to help them, right? Because it's not the easiest thing in the world, right? You can have a basic understanding of it, right? What it is to have an awesome diet and to follow it, but getting that expert help from them is going to make it just that much better and help you get that advice that you need and that plan that you need to follow, because everyone needs one. I need one, you need one, we all need one, because we all eat. We all, have to get a certain number of nutrients and take vitamins too. That's a big one. Take your vitamins. Your trainer probably won't be telling you that. And it's so important. Take your vitamin B, your vitamin C, your vitamin D, and your multivitamin, right? Put them all together. And you're gonna find that without even having to eat anything, you're gonna have so much more energy. You're gonna feel so much better. You'll feel tired less often, which can often come from these vitamin deficiencies. Simply not having, all the vitamins that you need. And, from that, you will be able to perform at a higher level in the gym and get more results going forward, which is something that your coach probably won't tell you. So be thankful, because we told you so. And without further ado, we will go into tip number 2, and that is that oftentimes when we go to the gym, we can be so worried about pushing more weight, right? A lot of times these plans can be based upon adding 5 pounds to your bench press every week, or 10 pounds, whatever it is. And yes, that can drive a certain amount of strength gains. What a lot of them won't tell you is that a lot of the output required to really work yourself out comes from slow and controlled motions, right, of those weights. Because while everyone knows that simply putting more weight on that bar and getting used to that, yes, you're gonna be stronger. But another secret, instead of having to do that and potentially risking injury and hurting yourself by putting so much weight on there, because it can happen, right? We have our limit. And if you don't necessarily want to go that route or want to explore something different, then try doing it slow, right? Do a bench press and do you do a rep like every couple seconds. You hold it, you exaggerate it, right? Not so much that you get hurt, but in a way that you're able to get more out of it, right? Not just pushing the weight to push it. So from that, you are going to be able to multiply the effect of a simple bench press workout and get more gains, right, which is what you want. And from that, we will go into the third tip numero 3, for all of you to enjoy. And that is to mix up your workouts, right? Oftentimes, and you can make it completely random in a sense, because oftentimes these trainers and people can draw out a routine and have it there written for us, right, to follow. Right, you go and do this bench press to start off, you go and do some biceps and some legs and so forth. But oftentimes our bodies can get used to that, but it's not the most productive thing after a while. Maybe on day 1, week 1, month 1, so forth, when you're first starting the routine. But if you keep doing the same thing, your body's gonna get used to it. So what you gotta do is mix it up, right? Do the workout backwards, right? Do random exercises from the routine at random times, right? You don't have to exactly follow it word for word, right? Although it may seem like that, right? You may seem inclined to want to follow everything, right, to the T, and you don't necessarily have to, right? Because it's you, it's your body, right? You get the results that you want, and you're free to push it to however you feel is best. And basically be almost like an artist, right? Creating a new painting, right? How awesome would art be if the artist were constrained to a certain number of colors or a certain number of different designs that they could only make. But you're supposed to be free to do as you please. That's how we get all these different portraits and sculptures and so forth, right? That surprise people, that shock them. And you know, when you go to the gym and come out with those gains, right, those improvements in your body, you want to surprise people. You don't want to be predictable. And you know, that comes from having, you know, a crazy unique routine, right? Whatever works for you, find a way and you will get there. So you know, we got the 3 fitness tips that, you know, your trainer or coach or person of influence probably is not telling you that you need to, you know, follow, hopefully, right? If you want to get better, you want to excel in the gym. So, you know, without further ado, we say thank you and goodbye.